LSU. Reshaping Futures.
But then it came all the slamming doors. I blinked and it's over. I don't feel like I felt before. Wish I'd do it all over. You never know just what you got until it's gone, 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 gone. You never know just what you got until it's gone, 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 gone,
Let me be the change I want to see, to do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the hope that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitation. Grant me courage and humility. Fill me with spirit to face the challenge and start the change I long to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be a spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Today I start the change I want to see.
Even if I'm not the light,
If I'm not the light, I can be the spark. Faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me.
Jesus in us.
Jesus in us.
Mayang magiliw, pero sa siyangan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lumang hinirang, duyan na ng magiging, sa manlulupig, di ka masisi. Sa nagandang mundong sa simaya, sa langit mamahal, may nilagang tulad, awit sa panlayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin na karamyang kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. aming ligaya ng buhay ng ating ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Pope Francis has written a letter addressed to every person on this planet, urging us all to protect the Earth, our common home. In the letter, he says, "The Earth is God's gift to us, full of beauty and wonder, where the fruits of the earth belong to everyone. But what we see today is that our common home has never been so hurt and mistreated as it has been in the last 200 years. We have developed at a greater speed than we could ever have imagined. We have treated the Earth like it has an unlimited supply of resources, taking more than our fair share from most people on the planet, as well as future generations to come. We have stripped the Earth of its natural forests, contaminated the Earth's waters, its land, and its air. Plants and species are becoming extinct at an alarming rate. The Earth, our home, is beginning to look more and more like an immense pile of filth. Our increasing use of polluting fossil fuels, especially coal, oil, and gas, is helping to drive climate change, which is one of the biggest challenges we face today. Climate change affects us all, but it is the poorest communities who suffer the most. We are now at crisis point, where the future of our common home is under threat. And despite this crisis, there seems to be no slowdown in the lifestyles of the rich nations. Enormous gaps between the rich and the poor continue to rise. Between those who are trapped in poverty with few or no resources, and those who are consuming and wasting at an ever-increasing rate, leaving a trail of waste and destruction. Our digital world is also polluting us with noise and distractions, stopping us from learning how to live wisely, to think deeply, and to love generously. Real relationships are replaced with virtual friendships, which we can choose to accept or reject, making us dissatisfied with true, deep relationships, or can give rise to a new sense of isolation. Yet, despite all of this, all is not lost. Young people demand change. Young people want to build a better future, which takes seriously the environmental crisis and the sufferings of the poor. So we can change. We can make a new start. To protect our common home, we need a common plan. The whole human family needs to work together so that we may sow beauty, not pollution and destruction. Our use of polluting fossil fuels also needs to be replaced without delay. And we need to stop treating the world's resources as an object for profit, with no thought on how our actions might affect the environment or future generations. So let's put love for the world and love for our neighbour into action by living together in harmony, listening to one another, caring for nature, and getting involved with society and politics. Let's undergo an eco-conversion in which we listen to the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. This means taking seriously things like avoiding the use of plastic and paper, reducing water waste, separating rubbish, and using public transport as a part of our calling to protect creation. But more urgently, we need to slow down on how much we consume and throw away. We can find great joy and freedom in living simply, rather than always on the lookout for what we do not have. We are capable of these changes and making a new start. So let us make that start today. Signed, Pope Francis. Laudato Si, a letter from Pope Francis on care for our common home.
Laudato Si is an exhortation from Pope Francis for all of us. His letter is very significant this time because it invites us to look into how we take care of our home, which is Mother Earth. In LaSalle University, there's an ongoing collaboration among LaSallians and lay partners alike on how we should respond to the call of Pope Francis. GAMUT is one of them. It is an invitation for every LaSallian to look after Mother Nature. Even with simple way of planting, it already concretely respond to the invitation. This year's Family Days encourages all of us, whether we're Christians or not, or as long as we believe that we are human beings, as the best gift for the next generation is to look after nature. This is an invitation. See you. Manggamot na tang tanan.
Lasallian values are home, our environment, our earth. With the Lasallians 1 million trees and beyond, we have been creating a diversified and balanced ecosystem. Sequestering carbon dioxide, offsetting extreme heat index, and preserving biodiversity. But more than this, nurturing the trees, expel tiredness, exhaust anxieties, suppression and indignities, pacify traumatic experiences, solidify purity of Lasallian spirit. In solidarity with our common home. We are one with nature. We are her family. Our family, our home.
And these are the winners of the We Steer GAMUT to Growth project. For our first winner, we have Mr. Arnold Semeni. For the second winner, we have Mr. Elmer Bana. And for the last but not least, for the third winner, we have Mr. Cyril Saplan. Congratulations!
All-powerful God, filling all the universe and the smallest of your creatures. You embrace all life with tenderness. Oh yeah. Pour out the power of your love that we may protect life and beauty. Fill us with peace that we may live as sisters and brothers. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. God of the poor, help us to rescue the lost and forgotten of this earth. So precious in your eyes, oh yeah. Bring healing to our lives and we'll protect the world from all this confusion. Touch the hearts of those who look only for gain at the expense of the earth. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. Teach us, oh God, to discover the worth of each and everything, to be filled with awe and contemplation, oh yeah. To see we are united with every little thing as we journey to your light. Encourage us, we pray, to work for justice, peace, love, and understanding. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way. We thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us every day. Hey, hey, we thank you, oh, we thank you, oh, we thank you for being with us in every way.
Sa amihan ng dapit diri sa Mindanao, puno sa kaagi usog sa kultura ug mga istorya. Ang universidad sa syudad sa Uzamis, dinhi sa Lasal, kasaysayan di gyud malimtan. Gapyakan daw maayong adlaw, maayong muto, diha ka ninyo mapiyaga gawi, maayong gabi diri sa Lasal, diri tabay. Pagduo, serbisyo. Pagduo, serbisyo. Pagduo, serbisyo. Pagduo, serbisyo o panagumba. Kapyakan daw maayong adlaw, maayong udto, diha ka ninyo mapiyaga gawi, maayong gabi diri sa Lasal. Kapyakan daw maayong adlaw, maayong udto, diha ka ninyo mapiyaga gawi, maayong gabi diri sa Lasal. Kapyakan daw maayong adlaw, maayong udto, diha ka ninyo mapiyaga gawi, maayong gabi diri sa Lasal, diri sa Lasal, diri sa Lasal, diri tabay.
LSU.